Flosstube, Cathy here from Inspired Needle, now located in the kind of rainy, overcast state of Florida. At least it's been this past week. It's been raining every single day, kind of misty. It's a little dark and dreary, kind of winterish. So I feel like I'm not really missing out on too much from back home with the weather changing, because it certainly is changing around here. But I know I've been very lax in getting videos out to you guys, and I had some time today, so I wanted to catch up and do a little bit of, I'm looking at my camera, do a little bit of reacquainting myself with recording. I've certainly gotten out of the habit, but I have a lot to show you guys. I have a package that came in I want to show you, but that's going to be in the next video. But before I send home my trunk shows that were from Needlework Galleria that I had here, and now they're hanging in the shop, before I send those back, I am going to quickly go over the models and show you some of the models in person, so you, well, quote, in person, so you can see them. See what they actually look like, instead of, sometimes the picture just doesn't really do the model justice. But I also got in some new items, and there's a few series coming up I'd like to talk to you about, so let us get started. So you probably have heard Cottage Garden Stitchery, is that? No, Cottage Garden Sampling, sorry, is coming out with this new Fabulous House series. It's going to be a series of 12 houses. Now, they've done like the Snowman Collector and Time for All Seasons, all that. Those were all series, and the designer laid those kind of out like this or this, depending, and put all of them on one design. This one, it looks like, she's not gone into too much detail on her website, but this one looks like she's going to have them framed individually. And the first one, I don't know if you can see, is this, whoops, trying to focus, this little, it's like a poinsettia house. It's kind of wintry, Christmassy looking. So that's going to start out the first month. We were told that they should be delivered either at the very end of this month or the beginning of next month. So you'll see the first one arrive soon. It's stitched on Prehistoric. The models are all stitched on Prehistoric by Fox and Rabbit. And we don't have that color in stock right now, but I've got some good subs. One will be a sub, if you would prefer. This is Pearl Gray, and I'm trying to see, this is probably a bad spot for lighting, which I didn't consider that. So this is Pearl Gray, and we have that in stock right now. This is 40. I have more 40 on order. I believe I have it in 36. This series was done on 40 count. So we have that. Our sub for Prehistoric is going to be this. It's from the gals from We Will Die For You. And this is called Dapple. And I think it looks pretty good as far as compared to the Prehistoric. I hope this turns out good. I didn't realize when I put the phone. I'm going to try to move it. Oh, and a quick little side note. This is not my normal phone for recording. I put that away when I moved, and I've still not been able to locate it. I have no idea. I must have dumped it in a box somewhere, and I haven't found that box. Okay, this looks a little better. So this is Dapple. I have this coming in all colors. This current one right here is 40 count. I have 40, 36, 32, 28. I also have it in, I think the even weave is going to be a 28. But don't quote me on that. I might have ordered 32. I don't remember. Now, if this still seems a little too dark for you, we also have another option, which is the Stormy Night linen. It's similar to the Vintage Country Mocha in that it's got that printed, overdyed quality on it, where the inside you can see is plain, just plain, like probably this Pearl Gray base. So we have this, and also the comparable Stormy Night Lugana. And to give you an idea of what the color difference is, this one in this hand is the linen, and this is the Lugana. So you see the even weave takes the dye a little bit differently, but both are going to be really nice. Now I want to show you, I'll show you on this one. House number 1, I pulled the colors for it, and these are the colors for house number 1 for that poinsettia wintry looking house. Okay, and then house number 2, she doesn't show a picture of it, but these are the colors. So everything looks really good on there. If you want to see it, I'll put it on this dapple. So this is house number 2 on the dapple. Be interesting to see how this turns out, the video, when I get home and start editing it, because it may look a lot different than what I'm seeing here in this small little window. And that is house number 1. So I mean, it's going to look beautiful on everything, on all the fabrics that we have pulled. Okay, so on to series number 2, which is this one, Country Cottage Ornaments. She calls this Pastel Collection. Now she's showing, these are the first 2. This is coming, I believe, in next month, yeah, December 2023. I believe there's 12 ornaments. Yeah, 12-part ornament. Oh, so maybe there's 24 ornaments if this is part 1, unless this is part 1. I don't really know the detail. This might be the first, maybe 1 and 2, so maybe just 12 ornaments. They're putting it on this, on Beautiful Beige, but the Beautiful Beige is from Wishilt, and some people, this is that little slightly stiffer linen. Some people like it, some people don't. If you don't like it, we're offering an option of, this is light mocha here. This is a Zweigart fabric, and of course, you know, everyone loves Zweigart. So if you have a preference, let us know. If you don't, you can see how close the colors are. It's an easy sub. And if you don't like either color, we'll figure something out for you. Just give me a call, and we'll go over some options. So those are the 2 series that are starting up for 2024. And I just want to show you some new things that have arrived in the shop. Just came in yesterday is Sweet Petites from Little House Needleworks. These are the 4 little ornaments in that Petite series, Petites Cross Stitch. Okay, this one, for those of you that are collecting the Santas, this is Santa's Revisited 11. So it's 3 little Christmas Santas, schooler Santas, and this is from the years 09, 11, and 16. Sorry if the picture is really bad, but trying to do the best I can. Okay, some ornaments and Christmas themed items that you may not have seen recently from Heartstring Samplery. This is Advent Season Ornament Set. Those are really pretty. And this you could do on charcoal. I forgot what she puts it on. Oh, she says Fiber on a Whim. The color is dusk, but this is an option for you. This is charcoal. A Belfast 32 count charcoal. And continuing on, we have Joyous All Together. And you'll see Beth did a theme with joyfulness, peace, singing. You can notice that in all her new Christmas releases. Next is Hope Song. My heart remembers hope when the winter bird sings. It's very pretty. She did hers on 36 count. It's pretty large. She has this board in the background. I think she's selling those boards, so you might want to check her blog. I think she puts everything on her blog, Heartstring Samplery. And then the last one is Hear the Angels Sing. It's a little cute little sampler. She has like a verse in there and some little angels singing. Okay, I'm going to scoot this camera a little bit closer so I can take more advantage of the light, which means I have to move my chair down. And okay, so Brenda, I'm sure everyone's seen all the Brenda releases, but just in case you haven't, here is Peppermint and Pine. These are 3 winter birds. She's got the barred owl, the tufted titmouse, and the northern cardinal. And this was always my favorite bird, and occasionally I would see one flying around back home in Illinois, but believe it or not, I see them even more frequently here in Florida. It's weird. Okay, Light of Winter. This is very beautiful. Christmas. I could see this being like, if you wanted to make a welcome sampler for someone who just moved into a new home, you know, their first home. I think that would be beautiful, especially, you know, for the first Christmas. You could personalize it, add a row in there, you know, either leave out the trees or just drop down a little bit, put in some personalization. I think that'd make a really nice gift. And of course, reindeer games. How could we forget those? The 3 little ornaments. They're so pretty, cute, whatever you want to call them. They're darling. And these come with the forms in the back. So you are ready to go. Once you finish stitching, you get them mounted and boom. And I believe she gives you directions. I'm assuming she gives you directions how to do these, how to assemble them. Snow Magical. Popular one also. And Brenda, yeah, she usually does, stitched hers on 40 count to make a little snow globe. This is done, the wooden portions of the snow globe, the form itself is done by 141, I believe it's Designs, and, or I call her Chantel. So here is the pack for the snow globe, the 40 count version. Now, you can stitch it on 32 and I believe 28, and it would go on this one. So you can see the size difference. The bigger the fabric. And it's going to be, of course, much more large on that version, but it'll also be a nicer focal piece in your home and for your Christmas decorating or winter decorating if you don't do Christmas. So that's that. And just in from Diane at Little House Needleworks / Classic Colorworks is the Seasonal Sampler Winter. This is a design that Diane did up, and she said that's, you know, the first in a series, so I'm assuming the other seasons will be coming. Just a complimentary design with 6 skeins of Classic Colorworks. Let's do this. So there's your floss. I just don't want to show the whole thing. So here is your pattern. So this is $16 for your skeins of floss and design. And then this one is her, what she's calling her Merry Christmas pack. And it's a bunch of 20 skeins of Classic Colorworks floss. And they're not like limited edition or, you know, special colors or any new releases or anything. These are already existing 20 skeins of colors, but she pulled them out to give you like a Christmas theme. So if you're into stitching, you know, holiday designs and would just like to have these extras on hand, this is a great way to go about and do it instead of picking them up piecemeal. 20 skeins all come in one little pack. The cost is, we've reduced it a little bit to an even $50 for the skeins. You figure these are $2.70 a skein. So you're getting a little bit of a deal buying the whole pack. So there you go. Now I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to take you around the shop where I have some of the models hanging so you can see those before I'm going to be getting ready to send some of them back, a couple trunk shows back. So these I took with me to Needlework Galleria. I don't think I got any video of that event, which is a disappointment, but you know, stuff happens. You're busy, you're torn in 15 directions, but okay, so hang tight and I will take you for a little walk about the shop. Just a second. And now starting off with Lori Markovic from La Di Da. I'm going to try to zoom in. Let's see if we can get a good picture here of this one. This is And They Were Not Ashamed. If I can get a little better shot of that. Just seems a little too far away, and it's like washing out. It's a little darker over here, but yeah, that's definitely better. Okay, And They Were Not Ashamed. And this one, I'll tell you the name of it in a second, as soon as I refer to my notes. This, I think, is Little Virginie, this one. And if you're looking at some of these others, I will do those in another video. Those are some from Rosewood Manor. But right now I'm just doing the Lori Markovic ones. This guy is, sorry, You and Me, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then, like I said, Little Virginie. Okay, continuing on, this is Priscilla Wallace from Lori at La Di Da. Here is 3 Lilies. And I have to, oops, zoom back out again. That is Tidings of Great Joy. It's like way up there. This one, I'll get the name for you. Tidings of Flowers for Beatrice. And this last one is, whoops, you can't see it, is Beloved. It's really nice. And we also have Carriage House samplings, models on display, and I will get to those too in another video, maybe with the Rosewood one. And here we have, this one is not a pattern, it's called Funky Scissor Block and Fob Kit. So she was selling a bunch of these. It has everything in here to make this really neat scissor block. Those are the 4 sides. And you can see it's the wooden block in there. There's a space for your scissors to pop in there. And I think it would just be a fun little project to do. But we have a bunch of these if you're interested. This is Sweet Scissor Mat. I just have it still in the plastic. I don't want everyone picking it up because, of course, when you see it, you want to pick it up. And yeah, that one is Sweet Scissor Mat. These 2 here are, this is Needlebook. And you can see they're just 2 decoupage little wooden cases. And when you open them up, I'll open both of them up. They have little needle books, whoops, inside. This guy. And I have the pattern here, I'll show you. Lori has, both designs are in there. So here's the one with the girl on the front. Well, actually both have girls. This one's the one with the big flower pot. And then this one is, she's got some sewing tools here on the side, and she's holding a bird in her hand. So, and each needle book, of course, is fully lined. It's got the wool felt for your pins and your needles. And all the instructions are inside the pattern on how to recreate this. So not only do we have the patterns, we also have these boxes. Lori's got them all decoupage, ready to go. So all you need to do is add your finished needlebook. So those are those. Then we have, let me move that out of the way. This is a name tag. She calls it a big heart. And it's got a little pocket in the front. And okay, that's it, just the pocket in the front. And then this is the back. She's got a pocket back here. You could put, you know, like if you were wearing this at an event with a hotel, you could put your hotel key in here, your credit card, whatever. And that's a lot of fun. All the instructions to stitch are on this pattern. Yeah, she gives you, you know, the different things you need, rickrack and all that. And last but not, well, not last, but for this selection, we have, this is the last one. This is called Flower Pot Roll Up. So it's a cute little roll, as you can see, with the stitching on the outside, and I'm going to open it up. So it is a little wool pincushion. You've got your, sorry, it's not a wool pincushion, it's the little pincushion here with some wool pages if you wanted to put needles or pins in there. You've got a place for your flosses, and you can also put some other little trinkets in there or whatever. Just some little trims, and then this is the whole back. So if you didn't want to make a roll, you could just stitch this pretty little piece on the back. Okay. And fun for Halloween, which these were very popular at Needlework Galleria. This guy with the little pumpkin heads, that's called Pumpkin Parade. And it's just a pillow. And she has on the back, it's stuffed, feels like sawdust or something. And she just has La-Di-Da on the back, 2020. So there's that guy. And then right next to it is the newest release called Witch Hazel. And this is, again, just a little pillow, linen lined. Sawdust, feels like there's sawdust in there. Okay, and 3 Christmas themed ones. This one is, what is the name of it? Christmas in My Heart. Pillow, stuffed. She's got it lined, or lined backed with just fabric backing. She's got a nice little joining stitch there. Here we have Be Merry Always. Oh, Be Merry All. Pretty little bird, the wreath around his neck, and then the Merry Christmas sampler, a Merry Christmas sampler. So again, this one is more floppy. See those cute little dogs down there? She has, it feels like crushed walnut shells in this one, and then just fabric backed. So we like to set it up right here. Christmas, and then the Halloween displays. So before I send these back, I'm going to get this video up as soon as possible. By that, I mean hopefully within the next few days. And then I am going to, or if you want any of these, let us know as soon as possible, because I have to send back inventory. I'll probably keep some of the inventory, but probably not all of it. And this way, just so we have plenty on hand, you know, before running out. Okay, starting with Sue Hillis now, the trunk show. This is what half of what I had at Needlework Galleria. We had a whole bunch of models. I'll give you a shot down the wall. All the different models. I'll do the carriage house, like I said, at another time. So, Sue Hillis. This is Finishing Made Easy. And she takes you through and shows you different finishing, like you can, you know, finish this stitching, mount it on a board, put it on a fabric backed board with some little trim around it. You can put it in a hoop. Here's another one. You can make, you know, a little easel out of it, or, you know, mount it on something you find at the hobby store. You know, it's really cute. So she gives you 4 different finishing ideas. This is something blue, and there's, you know, a scissor fob, There's a little hoop pin cushion, and then the box, of course, you can see the side, it's all fully lined and fabric on the outside, it's lined on the inside. I'm not going to open that right now because I'm going to drop the camera for sure. And she gives you all the instructions how to do that. She's got some nice little buttons on there, trimmed. This is called First Adventure. Beautiful little birth sampler. I would personalize it. You could put, you know, their name in there, or you know, put their name up above here, you know, wherever. The weight, I think that would be a fun little birth sampler. This is called Most Wonderful Time for Christmas. She also has, Sue does Most Wonderful Fright, and there's an autumn one too. Wonderful, my brain is failing me right now. But there's a Halloween one and a fall one, and then this Christmas one. This is called the one with the alphabet and the buttons. It's Alphabet en Blanc, I believe. And Sue just has it mounted on this little stand. This is called Wintry Mix. It's 3 little trees, winter trees. Doesn't have to be for Christmas. She has some mounted like in a little pail or a thread spool. You don't even need the thread. It can be empty. She's got wool wrapped around there. This guy's called Hello Autumn. Of course, the little truck. This set is, let me see if I can zoom out. I'm up on a step stool. I'm going to get down here. This is Something Wicked, and it's a box. You can see fully stitched and wrapped around the outside of the box. Let me see if I can grab this. Yeah, okay, good. So you can see it's fully lined inside. And she's got, I don't want to drop that. She has a little scissor fob. Actually, it's just a little tassel for your scissors. She's got a tape measure in here. The little coffin, casket coffin, stitched on the inside and on the cover. That goes together. She's got like a little hoop pin cushion. This one is different. This is called Something Wicked 2. So she's got the pin cushion that's attached to the spool, and then she's got the spool, which the stitching wraps all the way around it. So that's that. I don't want to pull that apart or I'll be dropping something for sure. This set in front, these 3, is Stitching Patch. And then we have, this series is So Much to Love, I believe that's the name of it. I'll verify that in a minute. This is Harvest Delivery. There's a bunch of different, let me pull the pattern before I steer you wrong. Getting the pattern out here, I'll try to keep that up there. Home for the Harvest. Here we go. And so this is the one we have on display, and she's got several other pieces. There's little fabric wrapped little displays, there's pillows, other framed items, and that all comes in this chart. And then the So Much to Love, yes, it is all those pieces. And it looks like, oh, so you've got the framed one up here and then all these other pieces. Okay, so let's go back up there. So you get the spools, the sewing machine, the little hoop, and that little topper. I believe that's a box. Yep. She's got this on top of a box. The box is wrapped with fabric. You could put pins and needles, anything in there. And those 3 pieces back there also are part of this. Okay, and then we've got, I'm going to move over that way so you can get a better idea of the framing. She's got a series of bicycles. So we have Harvest Delivery, Summer Treats, Spring is in the Air, and each one's framed slightly differently, just to give you different ideas. And this one I think is really neat. Life is a Stitch. She's got the tape measure trim around the design. These have been around for a little bit longer. She has a whole series of sports. That's basketball, hockey, and I think I missed this guy. Peace, Love, and Candy Canes. And I'll move over this way. We have Happy Thanksgiving. And up above is 'Twas the Night. And I have one last one to show you. And as usual, I did not tell the truth. I have more than one left. This one is Noel en Rouge, I believe. Yeah, Noel in red. This is just gorgeous. And someone, I believe it was Kenna, hi Kenna, she somehow looked this up and found it was an antique clothes or pants hanger. Isn't that kind of neat? How they used to do them. And she just has it fabric lined on the back. I think it's beautiful. Let me give you the whole piece here. A little jingle bell on the bottom. Okay, and I have some hoop-de-doos up here hanging. You never know where you'll find models hanging. So these are small little designs that Sue has mounted in a 5-inch hoop. This one is the cooking. I'm trying to turn them. This one is Journey Home. Okay. Holiday Baking. And I believe that's Happy Holidays. Home for Christmas. She has like 20 of these because we had them all on display at Galleria. And Relax. Just my kind of thing with the flip-flops. So, there you go. That's it for the Sue Hillis models. Like I said, we had double the number, but oh my gosh. I had to turn around and get one shipped out. I believe, I don't remember who it was going to, but they were doing like a shop hop in Ohio, so it had to get back out to Ohio. And I will go through and give you a tour of the rest of the models that are hanging up on the wall. There's a lot of good ones in there. So, and also one last little item. I'll give you a teaser for the next video. I hope to have it out soon, possibly maybe right after Thanksgiving. I'll show you what came in the mail, or came in the post. A whole box. Oh, we have no tape there. Came from Australia. And I will be doing an unboxing video of that. So you can see what's in stock, and I have to pull out what has been on order for customers. But once I'm done with that, then we'll get it listed on the website, and you can go ahead and, to your heart's content, and find which ones you want. So I'll just give you a quick, there's a bunch of new models hung up there, which I'll go around. Still missing that spot for Miss Lucy. Yep, Nancy, I'm getting on it. There we go. So, Flosstube, until next time, It was nice visiting with you again. I know I'm out of practice, but hope to get back in. So, but until next time, may your needle be inspired. If I don't see you before then, have a wonderful Thanksgiving, those in the States. And we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.